A High Court judgment that sparked national outrage over its lenient stance on child sexual abuse has been overturned by the Supreme Court. The case centered around a 14-year-old girl who was sexually exploited by a 25-year-old man, leading to a pregnancy. The subsequent acquittal of the accused by the High Court ignited a firestorm of criticism, prompting the Supreme Court to intervene. On August 20, 2024, Judges Justice Abhay S. Oka and Justice Ujjal Bhuyan of the Supreme Court of India delivered a landmark verdict in a suo motu writ petition against a 25-year-old accused in a sexual offence case booked under the Protection of Children from Sexual Offences Act 2012, the Indian Penal Code 1860, and the Juvenile Justice Care and Protection of Children Act 2015. The case involved a 14-year-old victim who was allegedly enticed by a 25-year-old accused, resulting in a sexual relationship and the birth of a child. The accused was initially convicted by the special judge in Baruipur, South 24 Parganas, West Bengal, under Section 6 of the POCSO Act and Sections 363 and 366 of the IPC. However, the Calcutta High Court overturned the conviction in October 2023, citing a non-exploitative relationship based on consent. The Supreme Court initiated a suo motu writ petition challenging the High Court's judgment, raising concerns about the victim's rights and the legal standards applied. The court restored the conviction of the accused under Section 6 of the POCSO Act and Sections 376(2)(n) and 376(3) of the IPC, setting aside the High Court's acquittal. The Supreme Court strongly criticized the High Court's judgment, particularly its references to non-exploitative sexual acts and its unwarranted commentary on adolescent sexual behavior. The court emphasized that any sexual act involving a minor under 18 is considered rape under the IPC, irrespective of consent. The judgment highlighted the state's failure to protect the victim and the lack of implementation of provisions under the POCSO Act and JJ Act. The court directed the West Bengal government to form a committee of experts to assess the victim's needs and provide necessary support. The Supreme Court reaffirmed the strict legal protections afforded to minors under the POCSO Act and IPC, while emphasizing the state's responsibility to ensure the rehabilitation and welfare of child victims. The court's directives aim to rectify systemic failures and protect vulnerable individuals. Key observations. Judicial objectivity. The Supreme Court underscored the need for judicial restraint and objectivity. Rehabilitation. Focus. The judgment prioritized the rehabilitation and social reintegration of child victims. State responsibility. The state has a constitutional obligation to ensure the protection and dignified life of sexual offense victims. The Supreme Court's judgment sets a strong precedent for protecting child victims and holds the state accountable for their welfare. Case reference. Suo motu writ petition number 3 of 2023 in Re-Right to Privacy of Adolescent. Thanks for your time, friends. If you have not yet subscribed to the Kanun Plus channel, please do so and press the bell button to receive the latest update.